similar to like bay leaf that you use in your kitchen, but it's much more potent. The bay leaf you get in the spice cabinet is the Mediterranean bay. And this is a native California bay, and it's much more potent. It's full of aromatic oils, and it can be used for all sorts of things, specifically for keeping bugs away. Anything that's got real strong aromatic oils is going to be used great for keeping insects away. You can rub it on your skin, or make certain oils or sprays that you can use as bug sprays. Remember when I mentioned the acorn granary baskets that the natives would weave out of the grapevine? They would line them with the bay leaves before they put the acorns in, because that would keep the bugs out. And then they would put sap around the posts that were elevating the basket, and that would catch all the ants and other bugs that tried to get in from the ground. So they totally covered the acorns with bay leaves because it kept the bugs out. It also works really well if you use it as a smudge. So whenever I would be making primitive shelters, after a while the bugs start to move in, because when you have a big pile of leaves and sticks, the bugs really like to move in and live there as well. So a great way to clear them out is to smoke them out, and smoke them out using a really potent aromatic plant like bay. So what you would do is you get start a fire, and then you get a bed of coals and maybe put it in a pot, and then you put the leaves on top of the coals, not on a fire but on the coals, and then it'll smoke, and it'll just fill the whole shelter with smoke. And I one time cleaned out an old shelter that hadn't been used in like a year that somebody else had built, and I did this, and just like cockroaches, snakes, all kinds of bugs, rodents just ran out of the top of it, like they were all living in there. So it totally cleans it out. But then after a couple weeks, they all start to move back in. So you have to continually do that if you're living outside in a primitive shelter. So bay is a great plant for that. It also has bay nuts. It has edible nuts that taste just like it smells. So it's really strong and potent, but it's a stimulant. It's supposed to be kind of like coffee almost, and it is kind of like an acquired taste like that. So you can roast them, and then you just crack them open, and you get used to it, but it's really powerful in the beginning. But yeah, bay nuts are really tasty.
I've never seen them. When did it?
I have. I've seen them.
Later on.